Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
It is Wednesday, and all of today's guests, including Ryan Rigmaiden of the Lions, brought to you by another Vancouver sporting entity, the Vancouver Canadians. C's are on the road in Spokane this week. They return to the Nat next Tuesday. The next homestand includes a nooner Women in Sports Day featuring an appearance from Hazel May. And a White Spot Family Fun Sunday. Get Hazel May on the show. Let's get her on.
Why not, Ryan? Blue Jays, you know what? Come on, let's go.
Check out the full schedule and get your tickets at CanadiansBaseball.com or call 604-872-5232. BC Lions, their 2025 CFL training camp starts today with mini camp. Main camp starts on Sunday. That's May 11th up in Kamloops. And joining us right now from Kamloops, I believe, first-year Lions GM Ryan Rigmaiden, who's been on the show before. Ryan, thanks for doing this, sir. How are you?
You betcha. Doing well. How are you guys?
Good. Did you know that Kamloops is more beautiful than Spain? Ryan, did you have any idea?
I can't confirm that, but I'll tell you this. I've never been to Spain. I've been to Kamloops many times, and it's absolutely gorgeous up here.
There you go.
Absolutely. That's kind of an inside joke, and I apologize for that, Ryan. Hey, what is a full training camp versus last year going to mean for Nathan Rourke?
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge. You know, first of all, he's got to get acclimated with this offense, right, that Buck is bringing in. And so they've been working hard already in terms of meeting, and Nathan's been running his own passing camps and all that kind of stuff with all the local guys. So he's been doing everything he can by himself. But, you know, Kamloops is where we become a team. And so Nathan, getting into this offense and getting real live reps, it just makes all the difference in the world. So this is where the foundation starts. And hopefully ends up at a Grey Cup.
Ryan, you acquired CFL veteran Jeremiah Masoli in the offseason. Now, on social media, and by the way, your group does an outstanding job on social media, Jeremiah really comes across as a real leader. How much is he going to help this team? How much is he going to help Nathan?
Yeah, huge. When we had reached out to Jeremiah and his agent in the free agent process, we wanted somebody with his experience. And frankly, he's got more experience than all of our quarterbacks do put together. So we wanted another set of eyes for Nathan. We wanted a reliable number 2 or a number 3, however that shakes out here in camp. His leadership has been absolutely excellent. I've only known him on reputation. Every team he's ever played for has had just nothing but great things to say about him. His teammates the same. So getting him in here, giving us another experienced signal caller, with his history and experience is absolutely huge for not only the team, but also for Nathan. They can get back after every pass and say, hey, what did you see here? What was the corner doing here? Was he low or was he high? That kind of feedback is absolutely huge for your starting quarterback. So Jeremiah is a tremendous player. He's a terrific leader from everything that I've encountered in the brief time that we've had him, but very lucky to have him.
Hey, Ryan, it doesn't matter who your quarterback is. If the O-line doesn't protect him, it's going to be a long year for that quarterback. You made adjustments on the O-line in the offseason. How happy are you with the O-line right now?
Man, very happy. So you hit the nail on the head. This has been something that, frankly, has held our team back for the last couple of years. And we're able to make an aggressive trade with Toronto to bring in right tackle Dejon Allen. We feel like he's going to be a big upgrade for what we have. 2 years ago, we took George Una with the first round, to compete at that right guard spot. And this kid is everything we hope. And so last year he had a tremendous rookie minicamp. We weren't able to get him on the field. That was something that we probably should have done. And those two additions are going to make this offensive line significantly better. So I don't care if it's Pee Wee or NFL or CFL. It doesn't matter what level of football. If you've got a good offensive line, it's very hard to be a bad football team. So everything starts up front. We want to win that way, and that's how we've built it.
Well, Nathan Rourke can't complain about weapons, okay? He's got a good receiving core led by Justin McInnis, who led the CFL in receiving last year. Are you expecting a lot of yards, a lot of points, a lot of offense this year, Ryan?
Yeah, Buck's offense is based on being physical, running the ball, and then taking calculated shot plays down the field. And so if you've watched Winnipeg's offense in the last 5 years, I'm sure you have, you've seen what kind of offense he has. So McInnis, coming off the season that he did last year, I think he's setting the bar high. But it's not just him. It's Hatcher, it's Berryhill, it's Eberhard, it's some of the rookies that we have. We feel like we've got tremendous talent. We feel like we've upgraded the running back situation as well, not just with James Butler coming back, but the rookies here are going to give everybody a run this year. And so we feel like we've added some more speed than maybe we've had in the past, and trying to give Coach Buck the best options he possibly can to put together a winning offense.
I love this honesty from one of your players, Ryan, Christian Covington. What do you expect from him this year? He admits that he came up from the NFL and he was really surprised by the level of talent in the Canadian Football League.
I think that's the case for most players that have played in the NFL. In my experience, they come up to Canada feeling right or wrong. They feel like it's going to be I don't want to say cakewalk. That's probably the wrong term, but I think they feel like it's going to be easier than it is. Then they get up here and they see the level of talent, and there's a period of adjustment. So, Christian, I just bumped into him in the hall the other day. He's putting on a little bit of weight. He said he felt like he thought his body was a little bit light last year. That's what last year's year of experience has taught him. Hey, he feels like he needs to get bigger. He's still got the power and the speed. He is taking that next step as a leader for us as well. So last year, despite the fact he came in with 9 years of NFL experience, he was still a CFL rookie, and you can't lead as a CFL rookie, or at least it's very, very rare. And so this year he's coming in as a veteran. He's got a year under his belt. He played terrific for us. Sky's the limit for him. He's another local guy. So I'm excited for him to take that next step, not only as a player, but as a leader.
Okay. The other thing, Ryan, we get all the press releases and we hear about the players that you're signing in the offseason, Americans, Canadians, a couple of Irish kickers, as a matter of fact. Give us a name. Give us a name amongst the players you brought in that you think is going to turn heads.
Yeah, I think the running back situation is going to be intriguing just because we've got players that have all different types of traits. You've got a Xander Horvath who played a kind of a fullback, running back hybrid position in college, went to the San Diego Chargers as a draft pick. He instills that kind of toughness that we're looking for at running back. The return game is something that we really identified as something that we had to improve. Jermaine Jackson from Idaho is going to compete right away as a starter for us. He's got that juice and that long speed that maybe we've been missing. Jason Huntley, the running back, I think he spent 5 or 6 years in the NFL. He's also going to compete in that role. So, the biggest part of the offseason for me is identifying your weaknesses and then trying to remedy them. And so, when you look at our offensive line, you make the trade with Toronto for Dejan. You try to get George Una in the mix. You try to say, hey, we need more speed. Well, how are we going to do that? So you meet with your staff and you add some players like this. But in the secondary, I think Tyler Coyle is going to be excellent. AJ Uzodinma. These are two guys that we had in for roster expansion. Our linebacker situation with Devin Richardson, the rookie, and also Mike Smith is another one to watch. And then maybe somebody with the most fanfare is Kamoko Toure, the defensive end that I think went 52nd overall a few years ago to Indianapolis. He's a big, long pass rusher with burst and bend. So be on the lookout for these guys. But in every camp, you get a player that maybe you weren't quite as high on. You've got a lower grade on, and they come in and they surprise. So we'll see how it all goes.
Okay. I don't know if you're prepared for this question, but we have our Delaneies, OK, Tyron Langley, and Aldergrove inbox. No shortage of these submissions since you appeared on our show just moments ago. Please ask Ryan when we will hear who the opening concert act is for the season opener, and can he reveal who that is? That's from Eric.
Let's
Ryan,
go.
Can he help us out?
Cough it up.
You tell Eric that is way above my pay grade.
Okay.
And I found out something interesting. Carolyn Cody, who's one of our vice presidents, she does a tremendous job. She makes the whole team run. I was talking with her at a soccer game recently. I had heard a rumor that she had to sign an NDA when she was negotiating these things. And she said, yeah, that is 100% true. So I promise you, even if Carolyn knows, she is not telling anybody, which means I have no idea.
Well, we don't want to get you or Carolyn in trouble with Lamar. Ryan, thanks for this. Best of luck up at Kamloops, and best of luck this season.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.